technology, engineering, and math. This is just a small portion of STEM, so you'll be hearing it a lot more.
It's not easy, it's not easy. And on top of that, she has the surmounting pressure that is you all staring at her, right? No pressure, right? No pressure. Good. Oh, congratulations, round of applause. Okay, so, can I have another one too? That was the first time I saw him.
He made his very first robot when he was like 14 years old, and he showed us how he made it. I wanted to make a robot like when I was small, when I was like 8, I always wanted to make a robot.
I didn't know how to go about designing a robot arm. I just started. I started with a base, and then I worked my way up. So very slowly but surely, I first designed the base, and then I went ahead and installed the first degree of freedom, or the first joint, which would be this guy here, right? Your shoulder, and then I went up and I did the elbow, then the wrist, and then at the very end, I did the grip. So you got to start at a base, at the low end. Don't get too complicated and try to encompass or spread yourself out too thin.
Our district has been involved with the STEM initiative for maybe 2 years. This is the first robotic presentation that our kids attend. As far as our department's involved, however, I feel that it's going to be growing in the near future. In the micro program, we have approximately in the elementary, we have about maybe 250 students. So we feel it's very good for our kids. Very informative. I think being aware of the areas and careers that are out there is super important for our kids, for all our kids. One of the biggest obstacles with migrant students is that interrupted education. Sometimes they get here a month late, they leave early, and that's always a factor in educating our students. However, our migrant department is very proactive. Our district is very proactive in trying to align our kids to the academic that they've lost, within that time. And this is just one great, initiative that we have that we're able to bring to our migrant department that is very positive.
I thought that robots are really cool because how they move and how you can make them do stuff you want them to do.
These kids were very responsive, very smart. It was a joy to hear the responses and present to them my background, and hopefully my story acts as an inspiration and a driver for them to pursue the sciences and the engineering fields. And I hope that they later land on the surface of Mars via either SpaceX or NASA or some other, perhaps an international organization, and in the hopes that as a collaboration, the nations come together and realize that dream. So we landed on the surface of the moon. It is now the hopes that we land on the surface of Mars, because it is just the next mission, inevitably. We are explorers. We love to explore our borders and expand those borders. Also, we need to push the frontier of science and technology to enable future technologies like the lack of energy and lots of other problems around the world that need to be solved. And so we need to dream big and be bold.